When we talk a little bit about growth stages, really and truly we're looking at where the pods are within the development. We have various stages of growth on these pods, and when we do maturity, we do the main stem is kind of what we're looking for. We don't look at the branches. The main stem is kind of what we focus on. Even though we see the much more advanced pods here on these branches, the main stem is really what we're looking for. How you do maturity is you go 4 nodes down. So you count 1 node, 2 nodes, 3 nodes, and 4 nodes. And so this is kind of where we're looking as far as where we are in the maturity of this plant. You can look above, but we often just don't look below because we can be much further along, but this is kind of how we gauge maturity. And so the R1 is going to be a flower anywhere on this plant. R2 is going to have a flower at this node or above. R3 is going to have a very small pod at this node or above, and R4 is actually going to have these longer pods at this node or above. And so we see that this plant is at R4. We have kind of advanced from R3 to that later stage. You could probably call this at this point. You want to kind of get an average of all of this cluster here at this bud, or these bud clusters, of what kind of all of them are at. And so we have a couple that are much more advanced than the other ones. So at this stage in the game, what we're doing is just protecting this plant. And if you have leaf hoppers, you have or you have stink bugs, you have pod feeding insects, that's really what you want to be focused on, because you know, this is the harvested portion that we're going for. In addition, once you get underneath the canopy, you start getting a spike in humidity. If you get some rainfall, we have spores present, you can get various diseases here. So we're at this stage, we're progressed quite a bit along. The next stage is going to be to where these pods are fully expanded, more what these will look like. So fully expanded, not only from a leek standpoint, but from a width standpoint. And then after this, we're going to actually move on to seed development. That's really what we're focused on. So that's kind of the next video that we'll go and diseases at this stage, and we're moving to seed filling.